Hi everyone, and welcome to today's yoga session. I thought I would take you through the same sequence, or similar sequence anyway, to the one that I did in the chair, so that you could see, for those who don't need a chair, how to do that same physical balancing routine without the chair. So here we go. We will start in an easy seat here on the ground. It will be helpful to have a yoga block or a book about the same shape or size. We're going to go ahead and make sure that our sits bones are rooted down into the ground. Our back is straight. Our shoulders are down and back. We're going to start to draw our awareness inward. You can close your eyes. Start to feel sensations in your body. Notice if you're clenching or tightening anywhere, and release. Your hands can be anywhere that feel comfortable, on your knees, palms up or down. And start to bring awareness to your breath. Notice how the air feels as it goes in and expands your rib cage, and as you let it out. Ready? We're going to blink our eyes open. Start bringing some movement into our bodies, so maybe wiggling our fingers, wiggling our shoulders. We're going to take some gentle circles with our neck. Inhaling and exhaling. Maybe look up and down. Maybe looking over your shoulder and to the other side. Marrying your breath to your body movement. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. This time we're going to inhale our arms up. Exhale, bring them down to our sides. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach over to the right, bringing your right arm to the mat. And breathe. Drawing that belly in, feeling that stretch along the left side. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, over to the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your shoulders. We're going to draw circles with our elbows to the front. Starting to loosen up those shoulders. And reverse to the back. I want to remind you that in yoga, it's bringing together our body movements with our breath and also clearing our minds. Being present in the here and now, inhaling, arms up, exhaling, release, arms back to the ground. This time we're going to do a slight twist. So we're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale, turning from your core to the right. Place your left hand on your right knee. Bring your right hand back behind you. Core drawn in, shoulders down and back. looking over your right shoulder. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to deepen the twist. Inhale, arms back to center. Exhale over to the left side. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, deepen your twist. And take a few more breaths. And on your next inhale, come back to center. And exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we're just gonna start to kind of shift our weight from side to side, bringing some movement to our waist, to our hips. Remember, yoga is always about what feels good in your body. So there's not a perfect posture or perfect pose that you're trying to get to. You're just trying to become aware of the sensations that you feel. And so make sure that you are feeling good in the things that in the movements that you make today as you follow me as a guide. All right, we're coming to tabletop now. So we're spreading our fingers wide, wrists stacked under our shoulders, knees stacked under our hips, pressing down, rooting down through all 10 fingers. We're going to go ahead and continue with those circles, inhaling as we go over to the side. Exhale as we come back. Inhaling and exhaling again, making our breath move in tandem with our body. And being present in our mind. We're not drifting our thoughts, we're just focusing on ourselves. We're going to reverse the circle now. Inhaling and exhaling. And meet in a neutral tabletop position. From here, we're going to go through a few rounds of cat-cow. Starting with cow, we're going to inhale, our heart reaches up, our tailbone reaches up, our back dips down. Inhale. Exhale to cat. We're going to round our chin, drop our tailbone, round through our spine, push through our hands, pushing that mat away, and then continue with our breath. So inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Moving at your own pace. Meeting back in a neutral tabletop position, we're going to move into balancing table. So you're going to take your right toes, place them on the mat behind you. Reach your left hand, fingers out, reaching towards that wall in front of you. Drawing the belly in, lift the back leg. Pull that right hip forward just a little so it's in line and it's not wanting to push back. It's in line with your left hip. Feel the strength that takes from your core. And now we're going to take it a little bit deeper. We're going to inhale, round our spine, bring our elbow to our knee, and exhale as we release and come back out. Inhale, elbow to knee. Exhale, reaching out. Make energy going from your fingertips through your heels. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Place your hand and knee back down on the ground. If you'd like to take some circles with your wrists, kind of loosen your wrists up. I'm going to do that on the other side as well. All right, taking our left foot back this time, heel pressing towards the wall behind you, fingers reaching out in front of you. Draw the belly in, draw the thighs, glute muscles together. Strengthen as you lift your back leg, making sure that you draw that hip so that it's in line with the right hip. Breathing deeply, engaging your core. On the next inhale, we'll bring our elbow to knee, rounding through the spine. Exhale, reaching out long. Repeat. Inhaling and exhaling. One more time. Inhaling and exhaling. Bring your hand and knee back down to the mat. Go ahead and shift your hand just slightly forward. We're going to tuck our toes, press our hips up and back into a downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal out your feet if that feels good to you. Again, taking the movements that serve your body. Okay. All right, we're going to move into our first sun salutation. So look up, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Your back is flat. Your crown of your head is reaching towards the wall in front of you. Your hands are on your shins or on your thighs, but never on your knees. Exhale, forward fold. Can bend to your knees to bring your torso close to your legs. And then go ahead and bend your knees more as you're going to root down to rise up. Inhaling your arms all the way up and exhaling, hands to heart center. Inhale, rise your arms up. Look up, exhale, forward fold all the way down to the ground, releasing everything. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into downward facing dog. From there, we're going to inhale our right foot up. Exhale, step it through between our hands into a lunge. You can stay here on your foot, or you can lower to your knee, placing the top of your foot down. It's kind of up to you. Draw your thighs into your midline. Use your glutes, use your core, and then rise up. Arms go overhead, or they can come to your waist, or you can rest them on your thigh here. Breathing deeply. Exhale. Inhale. On your next exhale, plant your palms, step back into downward facing dog. Take a breath. This time, inhale your left leg up. Exhale, step it through between your hands. Find your lunge. Place your knee down on the ground if you'd like. Draw all the muscles into that midline, belly up to support you as you lift. Strong through that front leg. And breathe. Inhale and then exhale, hands to the mat. Press back into downward facing dog. Look forward, walk yourself up to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees, sweep your arms up and overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. This time we're gonna step back into a plank. All right, so our body is all in alignment now, our hips and shoulders and neck. And if this is too much, you can lower down to a half plank. Draw that core in, feel that strength in your belly. We're gonna shift forward onto our toes if you're in a full plank position. And we're going to lower down to our bellies, trying to keep our elbows at a 90-degree angle. So go ahead, shift forward, and then exhale as you lower to the ground. Inhale, we're going to flip our feet over, draw that line between your legs so that they're squeezing together. Inhale for a baby cobra. Exhale, let it release. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, let it release. We're going to curl our toes under and press back up into our plank pose or our half plank pose. One of the things that's helped me here is to lift my knees if I'm going to plank, and then press up strong, back to your plank, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Go ahead and make your way there. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Excellent work. All right, so now we are going to move on with that flow, and we're going to add in a warrior two. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into plank or downward facing dog. It's your choice. When you come to plank, you're going to shift your weight forward, lower down through chaturanga, this time halfway. Flip your feet, press all the way up into up dog. Options, right? You don't have to do that. You can lower all the way to your belly if you'd like. So you're here, you could lower all the way to your belly and then press up into a baby cobra, or you can press up into a full cobra or on your feet for up dog. All right, you always have options. All right, let's just take a child's pose for a minute. I just want to feel that goodness in my back. All right, shifting back forward, pressing our hips up into down dog. Each time we move through a flow sequence like that, you have the option to just stay here. So again, notice how you feel and decide what you want to do. All right, so here we go. We're gonna lift our right foot into the sky, press it between our hands like we did in the lunge, but this time we're gonna turn our back heel to a 45-degree angle, placing our heel on the floor. So if you need to shorten your stance to do that, go ahead. Draw all of the muscles into that midline. Draw your core in and up. Press through your front foot. Inhale, open up your hips, open up your arms. Reach the energy out on your fingertips to warrior two. You can lengthen your stance here if that feels good. Make sure that your knee does not go over your toes. Deepen your Bend into your front foot if you'd like. Notice that your tailbone should be down, your core should be engaged, your arms are engaged, your legs are engaged. You are a warrior. Inhale, reach your front arm up. This is reverse warrior. Your back arm comes to your thigh. Take a few breaths here. Inhale, cartwheel your hands back down to the mat. Press down into downward facing dog. Stay here or come with me through chaturanga. So inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, press up. Exhale, downward facing dog. I'm going to turn around so that I still face you, but you can stay where you are. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, step it through to the front of the mat. Turn your back foot so that it's at that 45-degree angle. Draw your hips, thighs, glutes in. Strong belly, strong core. Reach up. Warrior two. Now it's as if you're kind of between two panes of glass here, right? Your tailbone should not be sticking out, should be straight down. Strengthen the legs, energy in the fingertips. Inhale, reach up for a reverse warrior. Take a few breaths. Exhale, cartwheel your hands back down to the mat. Step back into downward facing dog. Stay in down dog or move through a flow. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, press up, up dog. Exhale, lower down dog. Look to the top of the mat. Walk your way to the top of the mat. Exhale, let everything go. Maybe this time you grab opposite elbows and just let everything hang for a minute. All right, release your hands back to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Deep bend in the knees. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right. Excellent work. Now we're going to start moving this flow towards our peak pose, which is half moon. For half moon, it's really handy to have a block. So I'm just going to get that ready off to the side of my mat. And we're going to start here at the top of our mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into downward facing dog. Stay here if you like, or move through chaturanga. Move at your own pace. Meeting in down dog, we're going to inhale the right foot up. Exhale, step it through. Plant our heel. Draw everything into the center. Inhale, warrior two. Breathing deep. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. This time, we're going to draw our front foot back and place our block up at the top of our mat. From here, we're going to reach for that block, pressing firm through our front foot and using our left foot as needed for balance. But the goal is to lift this back leg so that we are creating a straight line. You can flex your heel. That kind of helps me with my balance. draw in your core. Your hand can be at your hip. You're kind of playing here, right? So find something that you can focus on to help keep your balance. If you fall, it's okay. Get up and try again. If you want to play some more, you can reach your arm straight up. It's harder to balance looking up. So if you want to, try that. You can look towards your fingertips. Or you can reach for your back ankle. All sorts of fun things you can do. And you might lose your balance, and that's okay. Because that's what yoga is all about. Yoga is about learning lessons for both on and off the mat. Sometimes we lose our balance, but as long as we try again, then all is well. All right, bring your feet together up at the front of the mat. We're going to rinse that out, so arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into downward facing dog. Move through chaturanga if you choose. And I'm going to go ahead and switch sides, so I'm facing you again. All right, this time left foot rises. Exhale through to the top of your mat. Plant your heel for warrior two. Inhale, rise up, strengthen your legs, strengthen your core, energy in your arms. You are a warrior. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Draw that front leg back. Set up for half moon by placing a block. And you don't have to use a block. You can reach for the ground. I'll show you that, right? So we're gonna reach down, back toe comes up, leg comes up. You can be here as well. So you don't need a block. I find the block helpful. I have pretty long legs. And so this just helps my back to straighten and my hips to open. And now I'm just bringing attention to my back leg here. I've noticed it was just kind of down here, kind of being halfway up, but now when I bring my intention to it, I can actually use my muscles to lift it a little higher. Engage my core. Think about all the muscles that are supporting me. Yes, I'm shaking. Yes, I might lose my balance. But the lesson that we learn on the mat is that we just keep trying it. We keep pushing ourselves. We keep playing. Make it fun. Reach your arm up. Try to look up. Try something that's hard. You can do hard things. Reaching for that back ankle, if you so choose, right? Bringing awareness to your muscles, to your mindset, and your breath. Bringing it all together for life on and off the mat. Release everything. Bring your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into downward facing dog. We're going to do our very last chaturanga of the day. Shifting forward, inhale. Exhale. Meeting in downward facing dog. You've done some hard work. Stretch it out, whatever feels good to you. And if you're ready, bring your knees to the edge of your mat. Big toes to touch. press yourself back into child's pose. And breathe. You can let your arms release down to the ground. You can bring them back behind you. Again, figure out what feels good to you. Take a moment to come back to your body. Thank it for the hard work it's done for you today. All right, bring your hands in front of your shoulders. Go ahead and press yourself up. Shift yourself back onto a seated position. We're gonna bring our legs straight out in front of us, back straight, ankles flexed, toes coming towards my body. Now, if this is hard for you to sit up with a straight back, you can place a blanket under your sit bones and that might help. Let's inhale, arms up. Exhale, hold from our hips over our legs. Reaching for your toes, for your ankles, for your shins, whatever feels good in your body. Breathing deep. Inhale, rise up. I'm going to scoot myself up on the mat just a little bit. We're going to lower down to our backs, but we're going to lower with control using our abdominal muscles just a little bit more today. So I'm going to go ahead and reach my arms out in front of me. I'm going to turn my hands so palms are facing, and I'm going to slowly draw my core in and lower with control through a C shape. From here, if you'd like, you can even bring your knees up for a minute of boat pose. Straighten your legs, or bring them down to the ground. And again, lowering with control all the way down, rolling through my spine. Coming to my back. From here, I might draw my knees into my chest, maybe rock on my back a little bit. Whatever feels good. Love your body. When you're ready, we're going to just send our legs out. Let our feet flop open. Open up our palms to the ceiling. Shut down our eyes. Allow our body to completely surrender to the earth. This is hard on your back. Another variation is to place your feet on a mat and just have your knees fall in to touch so that they're supporting each other. That might be a little less pressure on your back. Find your most comfortable position. Breathe deep. Let your mind clear. I invite you to stay here for as long as you have time available to do so. 5 minutes more. Let's go ahead and take a big inhale in through our nose and out through our mouth. Bring your hands to heart center. Thank yourself for showing up today, for loving your body, for learning the lessons of perseverance and balance. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.